The trilogy Lord of the Rings from Peter Jackson, the original trilogy of Lord of the Rings from Peter Jackson, are the greatest films ever made, in my opinion. Now, they're not my favorite movies, but if you take a step back and look at these films, they are the greatest movies ever made from a pacing standpoint, from a storytelling standpoint, from a world-building standpoint. Everything about those films is top tier, and it's what everyone should strive to accomplish. Now, that puts some really high expectations on anything moving forward that's going to get involved in the world of the Lord of the Rings and the Tolkien world. Here we have Amazon's Lord of the Rings finally giving us a trailer for this new series that has been highly discussed and a lot of controversy surrounding this series. And that's not really what I want to focus in on in terms of the trailer. The trailer is what it is. It's a really basic and generic trailer with a voiceover. It's meant to get people talking. It's meant to get a discussion going, and that's perfectly fine. That's what it's going to do. It's going to make that happen. We got an official title, The Rings of Power. We got an official release date. But the bigger problem I have is that they are hiding replies on social media. Why are you hiding replies on social media? It really makes no sense, and that tells you everything that you need to know about what this project is and what it intends to be. It intends to be a social justice propaganda tool. That's what it intends to be. So when you go over to their Twitter account, and this video now has 2.8 million views right now. It's getting a ton of traction on social media, a ton of traction. But because one little bitty comment said, woke trash confirmed, because one little bitty comment said that, they hid the reply. What are you accomplishing by hiding this reply? You are accomplishing absolutely nothing positive, and you're only showing me that you're not really interested in audience feedback. You're not interested in any opinions that goes against you. It really makes no sense. This tweet has 85,000 likes. This tweet has 17,000 quote tweets, 25,000 retweets, and closing in on 3 million views. But you're going to hide one little bitty comment from an account with 330 followers. Follow me, by the way. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. But why? Why are you doing that? It makes absolutely no sense. And that's really what bothers me about this, because we've seen a lot of problems with the production side, with some of the things from the comments, with a lot of the actors have made, and the Quartering put out a perfect tweet, and I think this kind of represents what we're going to get. You know, you've got the 2000s Chad, Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings trilogy, and there you go right there. Plus, then you have the Lord of the Rings sequel trilogy, which is going to be in the future with the brand TM. And this will be the bridge to get us to that gap right here, the Lord of the Rings Amazon series, in my opinion. And you could say, well, you guys are just speculating. You guys are just making things up. You guys are just being outraged to be outraged. And if that was the case, then they wouldn't be hiding a single reply that simply said, woke trash confirmed. My God, it's the internet. People are not all going to love what you do. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're producing. It doesn't matter. You're always going to have people that don't like you, no matter what you do. So for them to hide this reply is absolutely ridiculous, and this tells me everything that I need to know about this series. And all of the concerns, all of the language we have heard from the cast and Amazon, all of that is being confirmed by a single action. A single action can be so detrimental to what you're trying to do. You didn't have to hide this reply. You didn't have to acknowledge this account. You didn't have to do any of that. Yet here you are doing just that. And it says so much about the people involved with this project. It says so much about the messaging and the narrative involved. And people are tired of it. Stop silencing your critics. Stop silencing fans. Fans deserve to have their voices heard, regardless if you don't like it or not. That's the bottom line. This is disgusting. And I think that this is going to be the standard for this series moving forward. So again, we'll see how it all plays out. Again, if you actually watch the trailer itself, it's whatever. I mean, again, if I had faith in the people behind the project, then I probably could get behind this trailer. But there's nothing to get behind because the people involved with it hate your guts. They despise you. So from that perspective, I'm not excited. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for the new Lord of the Rings series from Amazon, The Rings of Power? Are you hoping that it's going to capture the magic of that amazing trilogy that Peter Jackson created? Do you think it's going to be a disaster? I looked in the comments here. Let's see. Either going to be a masterpiece or a complete train wreck. No middle ground for TV shows like this one. Yeah, I mean, this person's excited. Nerd of the Rings, probably a Lord of the Rings YouTube account. Totally fine. Happy you're excited. And, you know, if you really want a good perspective on Lord of the Rings, you should probably listen to my friend, my boy, my brother, Gary from Nerdrotic. Gary knows his Lord of the Rings. He's a, you know, an expert on this stuff. And so if you really want a good breakdown of this topic and this series moving forward, Gary over at Nerdrotic, that's the place to be. He's the one to listen to. He's going to have all of the information. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day. Thank you for supporting Geeks and Gamers, geeksandgamers.com, all of our, I guess, expanded channels that we have, which Gaming with Geeks, Park Hopping, Geeks and Gamers Live, Geeks and Gamers Clips, Sports Wars, all of that. We just, there's so much going on, and we appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys, and we will talk to you later.